Hi everyone, I'm Katharina Kang, Mission Programs Manager at Komen, North Texas. I'm excited to be back with you again for our monthly educational series. If you missed last month's episode about breast cancer diagnostic tests, be sure to check it out either on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Just search for Komen, North Texas. Today we're talking about clinical trials. Clinical trials are something that many people have heard of but may not know a lot about. So let's start with the basics. What is a clinical trial? Clinical trials are carefully controlled research studies that people volunteer to participate in. They're done to test the safety and benefits of new ways to prevent, diagnose, or treat disease and help identify unknown risks. Clinical trials occur across the U.S. and around the world in different medical centers and hospitals. There are four main types or phases of clinical trials. Phase 1, which primarily tests to see if a new treatment is safe to use over a range of doses. This is mainly a drug safety study. Phase 2, which studies how well a treatment works for a certain cancer, such as breast cancer. These trials include between 25 to 100 people. If a drug is found to be effective, a Phase 3 trial will study it further. Phase 3, which studies how well a new treatment works compared to the standard treatment. And there are also Phase 4 trials, which are done after a new treatment is approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Phase 4 trials study the long-term effects of treatment and address any new questions about the treatment. Over the past 40 years, breast cancer treatment has greatly improved due to lessons learned through clinical trials. For example, clinical trials showed the benefit of hormone therapies and trastuzumab, a drug commonly known as Herceptin. Some breast cancers have high amounts of protein called HER2 on the surface of the cancer cells, making them what we call HER2-positive breast cancer. Herceptin is a specially made antibody that targets HER2-positive cancer cells. When attached to the HER2 protein, Herceptin can slow or even stop the growth of these cancer cells. Thanks to the clinical trials that tested and studied Herceptin, these drugs and hormone therapies are now part of standard breast cancer treatment. Clinical trials are an opportunity to try new treatments, discover treatments that are better than standard care, and provide new options for other cancer patients. As new therapies are developed, they can open doors to other drugs and procedures that may be even more effective. Some people worry that they'll get a placebo instead of an effective treatment in a clinical trial. However, placebos are not used in metastatic breast cancer clinical trials and are not commonly used in other cancer trials. Most often, in breast cancer treatment clinical trials, you will get either the new treatment or the standard treatment. So even if you don't get the new drug or some other new therapy, your breast cancer will be treated the same way as if you were not in the trial. Breast cancer trials never use a placebo instead of standard treatment. To join a clinical trial, a person must see if they qualify. All clinical trials have specific criteria for joining the study. For example, each trial will have a list of medical conditions people must have or not have to join the study. There are clinical trials for people who have specific types of breast cancer, who have completed breast cancer treatment, who have never had breast cancer, and everything in between. While there is much to be gained from clinical trials, it's important to talk to your physician and understand potential drawbacks too. Factors like travel to the trial location, side effects, and any financial issues are things to consider. Your healthcare provider can help you gather the information you need to make an informed decision about joining a clinical trial. A few other resources that you may find helpful include the new Metastatic Trial Search Tool, the first ever clinical trial search engine designed specifically for people with metastatic breast cancer. This is available at komen.org/metastatic clinical trials. Komen also recently launched the new breast cancer clinical trial information hotline at 1-877-GO-KOMEN, and this is a free resource that aims to increase understanding of breast cancer clinical trials, give people the information and resources they need to make an educated decision about clinical trial enrollment, and make it easier for breast cancer patients to participate in and potentially benefit from promising research. Honestly, we could talk about clinical trials for hours, but that's it for today. Be sure to ask any questions you may have in the comments below. Please also feel free to share any personal experience you've had with a clinical trial. But before we go, we have two special announcements. First, we'd like to give a shout out to our new Komen Scholars, specifically the two newest Texans to join the roster. Advocate in Science Steering Committee member Ann Main of Houston and Dr. Elizabeth A. Mittendorf of UT MD Anderson Cancer Center. We're excited to see Komen's research program continue to grow and improve thanks to their expertise. You can learn more about our Komen Scholars in the link below at the bottom of this video. Secondly, next month, we're trying a new evening time to make it easier to watch live. Tune